All right, again, I'm Jackie Ulmer. Cardsmakecash.com is my website, and I am a social media and relationship marketing consultant and teacher and advocate, and it's truly my passion. I have owned my own business for 23 years. Oh, I can't believe that, it's amazing. And actually I've been called a dinosaur before, but I prefer the word pioneer because it's a little softer. I took my business online in 1999, and my biggest fear back then was that Y2K was gonna trash everything. Some of you probably don't even know. You might not. Anyway, so since that time, I predate Facebook, YouTube, a lot of those different sites, and I've grown with it and really learned how to take the offline world and the online world and bring both of them together to really maximize your brand and your business and get the message out there. I've sold products in over 40 countries, all using social media, a little bit of online and doing that type thing. So I've been around a while and I kind of know what I'm talking about, and I love it because I love when the light bulb goes on for people and they really get that picture. So what I like to do in this particular session is teach people how to combine good networking skills offline and bring it to the online world and bring the two together. So how many times have you gone to a networking event, you collect a stack of business cards, you bring them home, and what do you do with them?
I have a sword.
I have a card full of them.
And then maybe the next day you move them to the other side and you look at them and you think, gosh, how do I turn those cards into cash, right? How do I turn those cards into cash? So that's what we're going to talk about. And it really is, it's a pretty simple strategy. Unfortunately, most people don't do it. And so that's really what I want to cover. We're going to talk about what to do before the event, during the event, after the event, how to bring social media into it, ongoing follow-up, and how all of that is going to fit together. So how many of you came here today with an intention? What was give me some intentions.
To learn.
To learn.
To teach new people.
Meet new people.
Share.
How many of you had a goal of who you wanted to meet? Who did you want to?
The man of the hour, Maricopa County Chamber of Commerce.
Very good. How many of you checked in and RSVP'd for the event on Facebook? That's good. That's very good.
My ticket. I can print my ticket.
Always. Very good. How many of you looked to see who else had RSVP'd and who was going to be here? Okay, so some of you. So those are a few of the things that you kind of want to think about doing before the event. And that's a good way that you can bring social media into it. One of the things that you want to do each time when you attend an event is you want to go with an intention. And part of that intention should be looking at who's going to be attending the event and think, who is a good potentially a good strategic partner for me? Who am I interested in knowing more about in terms of business, and who might also be interested in knowing more about my business? Because the goal of networking isn't always to do business with the person you meet. It's the 250 to 300 people standing behind them, kind of like the Verizon commercial. It's tapping into their network. So, finding good referral partners at networking events is a big part of it too. So one thing you want to do before the event is make sure you check in, see who's going to be there, and set your intention for who you want to meet. Then during the event, a great way to get social media involved is to meet people, friend request them there on Facebook, find out if they're on LinkedIn, do a selfie, check in on the event, post some pictures, tag people appropriately. Don't tag people who aren't even there just to kind of, bring all of their influence in or anything like that. But, tag those people who you know who are attending and get them involved in the conversation. Because again, social media is a big part of it. And when you do things like that, you expand your brand out there to people who were not even at the event. Because we all know how Facebook works. Well, we don't exactly, because they don't tell us their algorithm, but we basically know that when somebody comments on our photo or whatever, it puts us out in front of a whole other contact base. So it's not even just about your friends, your database, or who sees you. It's about who you get yourself in front of. So that's during the event. And then after the event, same thing. You want to go back. You want to friend request those people who you didn't friend request. You want to post any photos on the event page, post them on your page, post them on the Maricopa County page, post them in any way that you can get the influence out there of not only the event, other people who are at the event, because when you share that they were there too, you're doing good things for them. You're kind of making a recommendation also of their business, and it's raising awareness for you as well. So social media is a huge part of it, and a lot of people don't understand how to incorporate that into your networking, your offline activities, and expanding it online. And pretty soon, you begin to develop, kind of your own niche and your own following and become known as kind of the go-to person because people begin to see you everywhere. You're going to this event, you're going to that event, you're checking in, wow, you're hanging out with this person, you're hanging out with that person, and that's really a big part of what you do. So those are the before, and during, and right after. Then the other piece of it is ongoing contact, ongoing follow-up. Good networking and good follow-up is a contact sport. And what I mean by that is contacting people. You don't just meet people one time, go home and think, well, nobody called me for business or nobody was interested. We know from just, Sales 101, back in the day, we taught 7 to 9 exposures. We know that 85% of business happens after the 5th exposure. People have to begin to see you, become aware of you. You have to build that relationship, develop that know, like, and trust so that they feel comfortable and confident doing business with you. So it does take a little bit of time. It takes consistency, it takes being there, it takes following up. Now, I mentioned social media. Like Sandy and many of us, I've been a send out cards user for a long time, and I've been a card sender since 2005. In 2005, way before I discovered send out cards, I discovered the power in sending cards. And I started developing a database, and once a quarter, I would send out information to them. And it was amazing. I became the top income earner in a company just by doing that. And people would say, what's your secret? And I would say, well, there really isn't a secret. I just stay in touch with people. I keep in touch. I remember birthdays, remember holidays, send those nice to meet you. You can personalize them with fun stuff, those kind of things. But you really want to do that, and it's kind of like what Sandy said, how much is your current customer worth to you, your current client? And how much is building that relationship with those potential referral clients too? And unfortunately, very often we kind of we want the investment before we invest ourselves, and that's the reverse psychology. I know in real estate and different professions like that, we're very often taught to do these big impersonal newsletters and market analysis and mail out all that stuff. And I don't want to get into dissing on real estate or any of those and saying you shouldn't be doing that. But let me ask you a question. When you get all those mailers in the mail, what do you do with them? Trash. Exactly. You throw them in the trash. But if you get a personal card or something personal from someone, happy birthday, nice to meet you, those kind of things that really hit on the emphasis of I'm interested in you, I want to build the relationship with you. Those are the things that really matter. And then the one-on-one appointment afterwards is so important too. So what I like to coach on is schedule your calendar out when you're doing networking. If you know you're going to go to a networking event, the next day, schedule a block of time in your calendar where you're sending the text message. That's fine, nice to meet you. Making the Facebook request, making the phone call, and then have some other time blocked into your calendar where you have time set aside to meet one-on-one. Hey, let's meet for coffee. I'd love to know how I can become a great referral partner for you. I need to know more about your business. I want to get to know you. How can I do that? And most people never do that. Most people, for years, I went to networking events, and I was doing busy work. I felt like I was building my business and working on my business because I was showing up. But I wasn't doing those after steps to really make the difference, to make the impact. So that is really, really a key piece of it, is that one-on-one. And then keeping in touch. And again, this is where social media can truly expand your brand. It really can, because what you want to do then is also create kind of that list on Facebook. Who did I meet? All right, I'm going to pay attention. For the next month, I want to pay attention. Hey, Marvin, you went on vacation. Those pictures were awesome. Where are you going to go next time? Those were so great. Just different things like that. Pay attention to what people are doing. Comment. Don't be just a drive-by social media person, just hitting like. That's what I call drive-by social media. Actually take the time to make a comment, and make a comment that is intriguing, not only to the person who you're commenting on, but you're putting yourself out there in front of their whole contact base. John, do we have a great story about networking and social media?
We do.
We do.
Put me on Facebook Live.
We did. I met John just, a month ago, maybe, not even quite. We were at the Networking 360 right down here in Chandler, and I had done a Facebook Live earlier, and he was kind of like, what are you doing? Tell me about that. Well, tell me about Facebook Live. We were just chatting and everything, and I said, well, you want to do a Facebook Live? And he was like, I don't know, what do we do? I said, just relax. I got it handled, we'll do Facebook Live. So we did, I introduced him, I interviewed him. It was about a 2-3 minute video. We talked about his pet food business. He went viral. We got over 2,000 views on that. You know, and that was probably 7:30 at night. I mean, it was, you know, but we did, you know, I titled it, Do You Have a Fur Baby? Because of course that's a good keyword. People have fur babies, they love them. But that kind of taught him the power of Facebook Live. Now, what will come of that, I don't know, but it put him out in front of my whole audience because, you know, I was on my wall, it was on my profile, it wasn't even on my business page, it was on my Facebook profile. But then it also put me in front of his contact list too, because we tagged him and then he started commenting and those kind of things. And so now we can just build on that. But that's a great example of social media really working well. And that went on for a couple days. Like people were still seeing it and commenting and that type thing. And I chatted with your real estate agent. I mean, you know, so it's amazing how that kind of stuff happens. So my whole goal is to educate people on really bringing the best of offline and online together and not thinking of them as two totally separate things, because they're not. They work extremely well together, and again, it can expand your brand, expand your message to a whole new level when you bring both of them together. So that's kind of what I do. I coach on that. I've been coaching relationship and social media marketing for a long time. I think 2005 is when I very first started coaching and training on it, so I've been doing it for a long time. But I would love to take, that's basically, oh no, I wanted to talk about commercials. That was the other thing that I wanted to do. The biggest thing on the commercial, this is where a lot of people mess up, is that they name their company name, they talk too much about their company, you know, those kind of things. Think about your number, everybody has a top selling, their number one product. What is yours?
Chamber membership.
Chamber membership.
Cards.
Cards.
Shakes.
No. Your
Ourself.
number one product is you.
Yourself.
It is always you first. Not your company, not your company name, not your title in the company, not even the solution that you provide. It's you first and foremost. People do business with those who they know, like, and trust. And that is the number one thing that you're selling. So you want to craft a commercial around something that pulls people in that way. And then after that, you want to remember, and that's kind of part of the whole ongoing process too, bringing in offline, online, direct mail, social media. You are promoting you first and foremost. People don't remember what you said, but they remember how you made them feel.
Yeah,
Hi, Angela, I never
very true.
quite get that exactly right, but isn't that true?
So
And so when you meet someone and they make an impact, that makes you want to know more. Well, what do you do? You know, now I want to know more about what your company is, the products that you offer, and that type thing. So that's such a critical part of it. Then the other part of your commercial is always remember you're a solutions provider. You've probably heard this before. Nobody buys a drill because they want a drill. Who wants a drill? Nobody. You want a hole in the wall. That's the solution. All of you provide a solution, okay? So what is the solution? People don't buy any product. They don't buy diet pills because they want diet pills. They want what that provides. They want the outcome. So, you know, like I was working with a fitness trainer, and it's like, don't walk in and say I'm a fitness trainer. So is, you know, a bunch of other people, whatever. I sell rock hard bodies. Okay, that's a solution. That makes an impact. You know, real estate, same thing. I sell real estate. No, I sell the Scottsdale lifestyle. We have gorgeous golf courses, great schools, quiet neighborhoods, fantastic dining. You're selling an experience. That's what people want to buy when they buy a home. They want to buy an experience. They want to know when they do a mortgage loan that it's not going to be just this, you know, sell them the experience of working with you and how you're going to make that process very streamlined and smooth, and it's not going to be a headache. So when you do your commercial, really begin to think about, I help blank with blank. That's a good way to start it. So what is the solution? What is the pain point? What is somebody looking for? And what's the solution that you provide with that?
Good.